Even done the wheel change when I just come around?
I just get Jason to do one.
I know, yeah, that's right.
Not.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I actually picked this because I know they're really,
Easy.
I had a guy the other day who took 10 minutes to change one of these tyres. So
Is it
yeah,
slow?
Yeah, that's quite slow. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, so pretty much it's just like anything. I always recommend if you can go tubeless, go tubeless. So the guys who haven't got tubeless, okay, go tubeless at some stage. It's really good. It is strong. Okay, and you might do one puncher a year rather than one puncher every couple of months if you're riding lots. Okay, and this is puncher season. Like it rains and it blows the stuff onto the road, and then you run over and you puncher. So most, we had 4 in our group in the weekend. So this is one of those things. Yeah, on the footpath. In mongrels.
Isn't the faster you ride, the less punches, though?
What's that?
Isn't the faster you ride, the less punches?
No, I wish.
I don't get any.
And the heavier you are, the bigger the puncher too, because you tend to drive the stuff in. Okay? So little lightweight people tend to just go over the glass, where we just drive into our tires. Okay, so you've got a puncher, it's all the air's out. So normally the most common thing is at this stage is that you get your tyre off, you get your tyre lever out, you get this under here, get it, you force it, and you finally break your rim, or you rip your tyre or your tyre lever, okay? So what you need to do at this stage is, before you even get the tyre lever out or even try anything, you break what they call the bead of the tyre. So this sticks to the edge of the tyre, so you need to go around and you need to push it off, okay? Okay, you hear it stuck, okay? So you need to break it off. Okay, so you go right around and you do both sides, okay? Not just one side, both sides. So what it does, it then makes the tyre a lot looser. So at this stage here, you've done that now, so then you'll get the tyre lever, you'll get it under there, and it's still quite tight, and you force it into the tyre, lever pings out into the bush. So what you do before you do any of this, okay, is what we call, I make a bubble. Okay, so we just get the tyre, you start at the valve, okay, and you get the tyre and you push the tyre around. Okay, just push it around like such, and what it does, it gets really loose at the other side. Okay, so then at this point here, like a tyre like this, it's normally quite tight. Then you can either take it off by hand, like such. Okay. Yeah.
Check it out. Such a logical thing.
Okay.
Hey, it looks easy, but it's not.
Or at this stage here,
I'm gonna bring it here.
put it back on. Okay, so I have to make a bubble again. Okay, at this stage, if it is a little bit tight still, you've got the bubble there. You can get the tyre lever under it really easy. Okay, without doing any damage to your rim or tyre or anything. Put it under there, and you can just push it around, take it off. Okay, so it is really simple. Okay.
So it's repeated, that levering action, if you do that repeatedly for whatever reason, does that stress the tyre and you end up losing cohesion?
No. These tyres are pretty strong. Yeah. But if you're trying to get it off when it's really tight, you'll do some damage to the tyre. We love it because that's when we make good money when people break things, tyres and rims and
Put your bike in the bush, buy a new one.
Yeah. Okay, so whenever I get a puncher, I always take the tyre completely off. Okay, so we'll take both sides off. And why I do this is because, you've looked around, you can't see the glass, it must have come out. Okay, so, but if you turn the tyre inside like this, if there's anything, you'll actually feel it through the side. So you go around with your thumb and you're feeling it like this. Okay, so you're going, okay, you go there and it's like, there it is. No, you'll actually feel the thing. You can't see it, like if it's obviously a big bit of glass, you'll just see it and pull it out. Now the biggest issue that you tend to have at this stage is normally those little fine bits of metal, okay, from the steel belts of the cars that have run all the rubber off the tyres, okay, they're in there. Getting them out is nearly impossible, okay, and most people don't carry something small enough to push it out. So everyone has something on them, which is your puncher tube. So all you do is just do that valve up, you've got that little bit at the end, and just push the object back through, okay, using that. So you all got one with you, okay? Don't think, I need a little Allen key. Is that one? Yeah. Allen key set, you got one, okay? Just use that. Okay, now the other thing that is tradition with with road riding is that the label of your tyre is always at the valve. So that's a rule, It's rule number such and such. You get arrested if you don't have it. All that sort of stuff. But there is actually a practical reason why you do it. Okay, so.
Is it the label's always at the valve?
Yeah, the label's always at the valve. Yeah. So the label of your tyre is always at the valve, like that. Okay. Now, can anyone guess why that is? No? Okay, yeah, it totally looks better. Yeah, and it's not like it's not because it's half a gram heavier there or less to counterweight the valve or anything. What it's actually there, what we do it for, is because we've all fixed that puncher up. You thought you found the glass. 5 minutes down the road, punch it, right? So what we do at that stage then is that you get this, you pump this up right, and the hole's there. Okay, so you got the tyre. If if you put that where that is, the hole can only be there or there. Okay, so you know where the valve was. Okay, so you know exactly what it was on the tyre because you have to take the hole off anyway. It's just easier. So you know it can only be there or there. And so then you look really carefully around those areas. Okay? So that's why we do it. There's no other reason. It's not because it's cool. Maybe it is. But it's cool.
Smart.
So so that's the reason why we do it. Okay, it's not for any other real reason. So when we get a puncher, we can fix it. Now putting the tyre back in. So we need to put a little bit of air in this. So your spare tube, you need to blow it up. Most use gas, so it's really hard to blow it up just a little bit with gas. So I use my mouth, or if someone's got a pump, with one pump, I just blow it around, okay?
Didn't know that either. Why do you do that?
Okay.
Just so it holds its shape and doesn't roll over.
Yeah, so it's just round, okay? So what actually, I'll show you
100
so if you try and put this in flat, so you try and put it in flat, what actually happens, I'll put it in flat and show you what happens. So what will always happen, no matter what, you'll put it in, and you'll go, you put it around, you put it in and in. It's actually quite hard to put in. I'll show you what it's like when it's popped up. So I'll put it in like this. So when it's not pumped up, it's...
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, right? That'll always happen, okay? You'll always have way too much tube for your tyre, okay? So, so you don't want that to happen, you don't want to default it like that, okay? It's not a good thing, it's going to just explode. Okay, so why we pump it up, why we put air in it, is, I'll take it out to do it, so I'll put some air in it. I do triathlons last year. Andrew should be good at that, Andrew?
Hot ear.
Should be, but it's not. Okay, so it's just on chest, so it's just the same right shape, okay? So when we put it in, it actually will go inside the tyre a lot easier as well, okay? So I don't have to muck around, it just fits inside the tyre.
Easy.
Okay, so there's no excess. Okay, now what you need to do now is just get the tyre, put the tube inside the rim. Okay, and then now we start, when I put a tyre back on, I always start at the valve. Okay, so if you look around, there's no tube sticking there, it's actually inside the rim. Okay, I always start at the valve. Okay, so we start here, and we go that far. And when I get to about there, I'll get the tube and I'll always push it loose, so make sure it's loose inside the tyre, okay? If you don't do that, when you get right around, the tyre could be sitting on top of the tube at the valve because it's a little bit wider. And when you pump it up, it'll just blow it clean off the rim and it just makes you deaf. Okay, so we keep going around. Okay, and as we all know, we've got that lovely bit left. Alright? And so what we normally do then is
Make a bubble.
tyre lever, put it in there, right, and you pinch the tube every time. Without fail, you're going to pinch the tube. So we don't want to use this. So what we do now is, as you know, we do the same as I took it off. So to make the bubble. Start the valve, push it around, okay, and it'll go on a bit further. Okay, and see, it is really tight. Okay, so then what I do now is I let all the air out of the tube. And I'll do exactly the same again. So just get around. Okay, and then I'll just go. Wow. Okay.
Here's the guy that helped me the other day.
This is a brand new bike off the floor. Yeah, I grabbed this because I had a guy come in, he's got that bike, it's a TT bike, and it took him 10 minutes to get the tyre off, he was telling me. So, yeah, so that's why I grabbed this one, because I know it's difficult to get off. So yeah, and a 28C tyre on this rim is a lot easier. So the wider the tyre, the easier they are to get on and off. That's one good thing about them. So,
Should we upgrade?
what's that?
Should we upgrade to 28?
Oh yeah, if you've got
20% off this.
yeah,
Only tonight.
if you got
10% tomorrow.
if you got disc brakes, 28C is a tyre. Okay, I would never ride anything else. I mean 28, 30, 32s, but normally 28 and 30. So some of the bigger guys will run 30s. You know, I'm talking bigger, 100 plus kegs.
28's in there, I can see
You know,
it.
kegs, but you and I are 28s. Okay.
Took an 85.
So 28's the cool thing with 28. You can,
What size?
Hey, Shane, do you ever put that little ring back on the valve? Is that a thing?
oh yeah, you can. Yeah, if you
It
want.
doesn't do any.
Sometimes what actually happens is if the hole in here is too big and it rattles and you hear it rattling, then you put it on and stop it rattling. Okay, if it's tubeless, if you run tubeless, you need it down there to hold the valve in tight anyway.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah, so that's yeah. It doesn't. It just takes a little bit longer to take off. It's,
Otherwise, you just put tape.
yeah, you can do that. You put tape around it and make it wider. Yeah, so yeah, there's like this is a non-directional tyre, but a directional tyre normally it's because you look at the tyre's got an arrow, and that's the way it goes. Well, there's definitely a big arrow on the sidewall. It needs to go that way. It's designed for it's designed for grip when you're descending. And that's what it's designed for. Okay, it's just for grip.
Michael.
So, and the cool thing is, let's say with 28C tyres, you tend to run with body weight in PSI. So if you're 80 kilos or 85 kilos, you run 80, 85 PSI. If you're 50 kilos, you probably run 60 PSI. Okay. So
What do those gas cans get you?
I'll weigh in.
Just heaps.
So, yeah. So